We're going to get started. I don't mean to interrupt your conversations. I apologize. We're going to start. Thank you all so much for coming out today. We have a panel of a couple girls here that are going to speak and reflect on what courage means to them. And then and hopefully everyone got good food and has sat. My name is Kate Kennedy. For those of you that have not met me, I have the honor of working for the Washington Middle School for Girls. I've been here about a year. This was my first event last year. I did this event. And it has been a wonderful year getting to know these girls. And in particular, these four girls I got to spend, I told Brianne Wetzel, our principal over there, that I've been trying to get to know the girls more about a month ago. And this was the best opportunity for about a month. We have been sitting down at lunch during study hall and talking about courage. And I have seen some amazing conversations, or had the privilege of having amazing conversations with these four girls. Very inspiring. And my favorite part, which I will not ask them this question today, but I asked them to talk about each other and how they were courageous. And I asked them, and each of them had amazing things right off the bat that they said about each other, which to me tells me how well these girls know each other, how supportive they are of each other, and how important they are to each other. And all four of our panelists today are 8th graders. They're going off to high school, so we'll hear a little bit about that towards the end. So the first question I'm going to ask you girls to say or respond to is to tell us your name, so that should be easy, right? How long you've been at the Washington Middle School for Girls. And then I want you to tell me if you have any thoughts on what Damba said earlier today. Okay? And I also, Maury, can you give us a wave back there? I want you to project so that she can hear you, okay? So Maury, let us know if they can't hear you, okay? All right, so go ahead.
My name is Aaliyah Buckman, and I've been at the Washington School for Girls for 3 years. And what Damba said was really empowering. And, her last message, don't let anyone stop you from, doing what you want to do, or, keep going, don't stop. That really spoke to me, and that's something I can really use in high school.
My name is Octavia Coleman. I've been here for 4 years, and what Damba said was really good, and I don't stop doing it. I don't like people to tell me that I can't do stuff, and now I know that pushed me hard to now let people tell me I can't do anything and keep going for what I want to do.
My name is Amaya. I've been at the Washington School for Girls for 4 years. And I think that Damba is a very courageous woman because moving from Africa to the U.S., it was a very foreign place, I'm guessing, and it took a lot of courage to stand up and make friends.
My name is Asia. I've been here for 5 years. What Damba said was brave, because there are people with 2 hands, and sometimes they don't have the courage to do what they can do, but they don't want to do it. And I thought that was brave of her to do things with 1 hand.
That's good, thank you. Asia, you can actually keep the mic. I'll start with you. So the second question I'm going to ask you girls, they're a little nervous, I can tell. The second question I want to ask you is an example in your life that you were courageous. Okay, so tell us a little anecdote about when you were courageous.
The other day, I'm 14, and the other day, I wanted a job, and my mom told me that I was going to talk to get the job this time, and she would just listen. So I was nervous because usually my mom talks for me and she helped me do things, but she told me, you're getting older now, so I'm not going to always be here So I went to the owner of the store, asked if I could get the job, and she said yes. I felt good about myself because, like, I was just so outdone with myself because I was so happy. And I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I did it. Like, I was so happy, but I didn't jump up like I usually would. And my mom was like, Asia, you got your first job. You gonna start paying bills now? So I felt really courageous and brave to do that because it takes heart and guts to do things like that as a young age and as a teenager in the next generation of this world.
That's great. Thank you, Asia.
Recently I got a knock on my door about a blood drive, and I don't really like the thought of things impaling. So I didn't want to do it at first, but someone in my family died of cancer a while back, and I thought that it would be a good idea to donate blood to help people who do have cancer or other diseases. And so I went in on a Sunday, and people had to drag me through the door. I was really proud of myself that I did it because in the beginning I was really scared and I didn't want to do it, but at the same time I did want to do it, if that makes any sense. And
last summer, that's when I found out that one of my family members was sick. So, but I didn't like that, like, let me down or like keep me from doing stuff. So like I just lifted it from my head because I know they'll be okay. I lifted it from my head and kept on other stuff. And I put on my head so I'd be down. I just kept helping myself up. And yeah, now always falling. So I stay happy.
When I turned 10, my great-grandmother passed away, and I was really, really shaken up. But, you know, I knew that I couldn't let this affect me when it came to school and when it came to family. So I was courageous by, you know, going to her funeral and being strong, like knowing that I have to let her go and know that I cannot hold on to her forever. You know, after a while, I finally accepted that, and it made me really happy.
All right, the next question is, who in your life is a courageous person, man or woman? Oh, sorry.
My mother.
Who's here, right?
Since 2009, I would say, or 2010, I have, you know, been struggling with a sickness called a gastritis infection. So I was in and out in the hospital, and when I first got to middle school in the 6th grade, you know, I was in the hospital, and she was always there, in and out the hospital every day, making sure that at least somebody could get there, and when they couldn't, she would be there for me. And she was courageous because, you know, many things were at risk, like her job and stuff. And she was still there for me, and that really warmed my heart.
I also say my mother because it's a lot.
She's also here.
Because it's a lot going on in my family, and like when my grandmother first came home, she took a whole week, and like a lot of bills put. So then that's when she stayed with our family. She comfort everybody when we down and stuff, and yes, she's courageous.
I would say my brother is courageous because he raises my nephews like all on his own, and my nephew's really bad. it takes a lot to take care of him and give him all the attention that he needs. So
I would say my mom. She's not here. She had a meeting to go to. But I would say her because she, well, she is a little older, I'm gonna be honest. She got her degree. She got her degree at an older age when, people her age will be like, I'm not gonna go to college and I don't have the money, but she stood through it. Nights when she was stressing, I saw gray hair at the top. It was just nights when she would have to write 10 pages. I would be asleep, but when she would go to sleep, it would be 4 o'clock in the morning. She always kept food on my table, roof over my head. She never let me down. She was always my supporter through anything, bad or good. And she always told me that she loved me. So I think that's courageous.
Thank you. Thank you. And the last question, from Damba, we heard a little about giving back to the community, right? She talked about what she does and at her college and beyond. And so each of you has things that are interesting and close to your heart and passions that you have, right, on how to make the world a better place. So we'd love to hear a little bit about that. Asia, do you want to start?
Yeah. I think children are important to this world because some children are forgotten. Some kids have big imaginations. Like, I know it's not true, but I would listen to them. Like, they may say, a dragon is coming. I'll be like, I know, yeah, a dragon is coming. And they'll say, like, the craziest things, but some parents don't listen to them. They may say, oh, baby, that's not true. Or they may just tell them, go play or something. But when you actually listen to them, it's a great imagination that kids have. And I think that they should be able to follow their dreams, follow their goals in life, because they are our next generation. And if it's something that they want to do, they know that they can do it. Like, kids are just so happy and joyful, and to see a smile on a kid's face is one of the best things to me. So.
So I really like to read. So I would add more local libraries to the community. I have to catch a train in order to get to the library closest to my house, and I find that ridiculous. So yeah, I would add local libraries because I think it's important for children to read because there are books in it. There are adventures in books, and I think that it would make a child want to go out and cure cancer and be all that they can be.
I said I'll stop violence in my community because a lot of people dying, like innocent people dying for no reason, and guns, violence around everywhere.
So that's my family, and as my friends who are in the crowd right now know, I am an animal fanatic. So I think that less violence to animals would change a lot in this world because usually cruel-hearted people come from cruel-hearted animals, and cruel-hearted animals come from, cruel-hearted people. It's vice versa sometimes. So, maybe if we can be nicer to, the animals around us, they'll be nicer to us, and we can all be happy.
That is my last formal question, but I'm gonna throw one on you girls that you don't know, and that is, what are you doing next year? What are your plans for high school? And I know, and they're all in the midst of the application process, so they may not know, and that's okay. You can say your plans, and it may not be definite. We know that.
So, recently on February the 20th, I got accepted into Archbishop Carroll. Now, I'm still waiting to hear back from, 2 more high schools. The one that I'm really aiming for is Benjamin Banneker, because their curriculum, it appeals to me, and, you can get a great education for free, and that is amazing, because, you can't get that everywhere, so take an opportunity when it comes to you. It's great.
My plans next year is to go to Bishop Mackinac High School and go there with my friends who got accepted with me.
Next year, I plan on going to Benjamin Banneker. There, I plan on going to Benjamin Banneker. I really like math, so that's the reason why I applied to that school, and I will be with a few of my friends.
That's great.
The school of my choice is Siouxland High School. I plan to work hard, try my best, and be all I can be in high school, focus, and have a good year.
You have your mom as an example, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you girls so much. One more round of applause. I'm sad we won't doing lunch anymore. Will you come and see me anyway? Will you come?
Yes.
And spend lunchtime? Okay, good. So before I hand it over to Maury, I just wanted to say a special, or just point out the food today was from a local caterer, which we did something new this year. They just opened in Anacostia down on MLK and Good Hope. So in there, it's a great food. It's called Nourish. So if anybody's in the neighborhood or wants to come and visit the school again, we'll take you out to lunch there. It's great. It's great. So thank you all for coming, and I'm going to have Maury come up and say hello. I don't know if you need the mic. Do you want a mic?
Anytime I can. Kate, thank you very much. And girls, thank you. Thank you for showing great insights into what courage means to you. It's a vital virtue, and you have that. And Damba, thank you for your great courage. It's inspiring, and you've inspired all of us. I don't think many of us know what that was really like. You gave us a glimpse of it, and thanks for doing that. Courage is one of those great virtues that you call upon in difficult circumstances, and it's great to see it demonstrated here today. But all of us have exerted some kind of courage, whether it was Sister Mary many years ago taking the courage to found this school, whether it was parents who decided to send their daughters here. That's a big courageous step. Whether the volunteers who every day come in, whether it's the faculty that said, no, I want to go and work here at the Washington School for Girls, because that's where I'm going to make my big impact. And it's also finally to the donors for taking that step. Long ago, people like Elsa, who've been here since day one, and Paul Warren, that have made that courageous step to be part of this. That's what courage is. And thank you all for doing that. That's the board members are here, it's your time, it's the donors, it's the faculty, it's the girls. Couldn't do it without you. And and it's the administration and staff. So thank you. One of the things that struck me when I was listening to you and when I was listening to Dumba, and it has a lot to do with Bill Clinton. President Clinton said the same thing last week at the Global Clinton Initiative. This is the age of participation. Participate. Take that role. Do things for others. Continue to do that, and we will have a much better world. So thank you all. Thank you for the donors and the sponsors for being here. And to Kate, to you, I think this concludes, Sister Mary, we concludes our day. So thank you all. To Susan and Leah also for pulling all the logistics together. So many thanks for coming. Thank you.